What's up everybody, Match the Gamer here bringing you another review of Dragon Ball Super. I had to wait a little before doing the review because I had to wait for the official release to, well, release it. Crunchyroll now subs Dragon Ball Super every week an hour after airing. We will get the new episode subbed via Crunchyroll. Premium members get it way sooner than free members. That said, I am not, I say again, not sponsored by Crunchyroll, but would love to be. So, if you're watching Crunchyroll, hit me up. That said, on to the review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 63, titled Saiyajin no Sabo Okegatsu na Vegeta no Sazetsu Batoru Kaien, which, yet again, if I did not butcher it, should translate to Do Not Disgrace the Saiyan Cells. The curtain of Vegeta's fierce battle rises. So, man oh man, we learned a lot this episode. I mean, so much, man, I can't even begin to describe it. The animation was well done. And Vegeta fanboys, I'm sure, got to feel good due to tonight's episode, but I'm sure they will complain later. But that's a video for another day. Anyways, the episode opens with Bulma loading fuel into the time machine and thinking to herself, "Don't worry, Trunks, I am sure Goku and Vegeta will beat them this time." We then cut over to the lookout with Dende and Mr. Popo standing outside, feeling the lookout shake. Before going further, I just want to say Mr. Popo looked like he was high or strung out on something. I'll include a picture so you can see it. It made me think back to when Team 4-Star made the joke with Mr. Popo of going all these squares make a circle while sitting up at the top of the lookout. Anyways, suddenly the building at the top of the lookout exploded and we see Vegeta, who I guess somehow used so much power he not only blew up the time chamber, but the building sitting on top of the lookout somehow did not get trapped inside. I laughed at this moment, saying the lookout never gets any respect anymore. We then cut over to Goku, who's now leaving Master Roshi's house via instant transmission. Nothing noteworthy here. Then finally we get back to the future and see Future Trunks laying in bed. He then thinks he is receiving a senzu beam from Mai via mouth-to-mouth, so nobody tell me Future Trunks does not think of Mai in a romantic way. Anyways, as Future Trunks wakes up, he finds out it was not Mai giving him the senzu, it was Yajirobe. We then get a funny moment of Future Trunks feeling all weird and freaking out, saying, "You did not give it to me mouth to mouth, right?" To which Yajirobe said, "No, I would never do anything like that." Mark my words, Team 4-Star is going to make a joke with that somehow. Anyways, the reason Future Trunks was able to eat it so easily was because the two kids, the boy and girl who reappear all the time, ground it up for him. Future Trunks then asked where Mai is, only to find out she and some other soldiers found Black's hideout and are going to attack them. We cut over to Black and Zamasu sitting at their nice cabin. Say what you want about them, but they know a good house and location. When they see one, anyways, they are having a nice chat over, you guessed it, tea, talking about how much stronger Black will become when Goku and Vegeta will return. We then see Mai and a random soldier setting up a sniper rifle to shoot Black. Now, I know what you're thinking. There is no way a bullet can kill Black, to which I say, you're right under normal circumstances. However, the bullet they are using is not a normal bullet. According to Mai, it's an energy bullet. Now, I don't know what she means by energy, as in a bullet that holds ki or a bullet that holds a laser or something. However, I'm going to assume ki for now till I'm told otherwise. I mean, if Dr. Dro can build robots that can fire ki, surely Bulma can make a bullet that can house ki and use it like a normal bullet would work. Just to be clear, I'm talking about future Bulma, not past Bulma. Anyways, she lines up the shot and misses, just kind of knocks him over to the side. I guess it grazed him or something. I think it would have worked if she would have hit him. After all, a low-tier laser damn near killed Goku when his guard was down. I would think Black be no different. Anyways, of course, Black and Zamasu retaliate, and Future Trunks flies in and saves Mai and the soldiers, who all run off, of course. Future Trunks then plans his attack on both Black and Zamasu, figuring he will fire a powerful attack at Zamasu, who will let his guard down because he is immortal, and then hit Black with everything he's got. He then changes into his new form we still don't have an official name for yet, then flies off to fight Black and Zamasu. Trunks, of course, fires an attack at Zamasu, who gets sent away as planned. Then Black and Future Trunks have a bit of a sword battle. Trunks puts up a good fight and begins to pull a fast one and throws a sword to distract Black, then comes in and hits him in the gut. Future Trunks then fires a Gallic gun point blank at Black and sends Black flying away, man. I mean, it pushes him so far back. The attack also destroys Black and Zamasu's house, so much for that. Black hits a mountain, and then we see him out cold, laying in a crater at the top of said mountain. Future Trunks then lands to retrieve his sword and is then attacked by Zamasu. Zamasu and Trunks start fighting and take it back to the city where ultimately Future Trunks was going to try to blow himself up, like I would assume Majin Vegeta tried to do to Fat Boo, thinking that maybe Zamasu's immortality has a limit on the level of regeneration that it can do. However, before he can blow up, Black stabs Future Trunks and tosses him aside. This is when, of course, the time machine appears, and then, of course, it lands, and Goku, Vegeta, and Bulma get out, and Vegeta senses that Trunks' ki is fading fast, pointing out that he is dying. This, of course, worried Bulma. She then tells him to go fight Black and Zamasu, but they were already on their way to come and fight Goku and Vegeta, and they land. Bulma sees this and runs and hides in a crater behind them. Black then fires an attack at the time machine, damaging it. After doing so, Zamasu and Black brag, saying how you can't go home, this world will be your grave. Vegeta then, being cocky, says, no, it means it will be your grave. We even have a coffin for you. He, of course, is referring to the Mafuba jar that Goku got from Master Roshi earlier this episode. We cut over to Mai, who I assume gave Future Trunks a senzu bean because he is up and fine now. We cut back to Goku and Vegeta, who are talking about the Mafuba jar. Goku left it in the time machine, and it got broken because of what Black did. During all this, Zamasu is doing a standard villain monologue, to which Goku and Vegeta are not listening to. They poke fun at this, with Black saying, I don't think they are listening to you anymore, and Zamasu saying that that's alright, I was being self-absorbed anyways, to which Black replies and says, how very godlike of you. I thought it was very funny, by the way. Anyways, we see Bulma uses a capsule to produce a fire extinguisher and put out the fire on the time machine. Black sees this, which causes Bulma to hide again. Suddenly, Gowasu and the Supreme Kai of Universe 7 appears from the present timeline Goku and Vegeta came from using the time ring. They come there because Gowasu felt bad as he did pick Zamasu to be his replacement. He then tries to reason with Zamasu, but it does not work. They then decide to stay as they feel it be best if they do so. Goku, of course, cuts in saying, you said all the gods were dead. Why is Whis not helping? We then learn more about Whis and what he is. Whis, according to the Supreme Kai, is in fact, are you ready for this? An angel. Who would have thought it? Anyways, if the acting god of destruction dies, the angel supervising them, in this case Whis with Beerus, more or less sorta shuts down and is not active. Think of it like a robot just suddenly being shut down. Anyways, Whis, in this timeline anyways, will not wake up till a new god of destruction for Universe 7 appears. It is then after this explanation, Black and Zamasu try to kill Gowasu and the Supreme Kai. They fail, of course, because Goku and Vegeta protect them in Super Saiyan Blue. Goku and Vegeta then fight Zamasu and Black again. The plan, of course, is to keep them apart as they fight so well together. Goku fights Zamasu while Vegeta fights Black. They do a great job keeping them apart. Vegeta gets a bunch of good hits in with Black, and Black begins to question how they got so strong in such a short period of time. It is then Vegeta says that the reason Black can't win is because he is not the real Goku, and more or less, like Ginyu, can't use that body like Goku can. We then cut over to Bulma, who pops another capsule. It's a warehouse or something. She plans to use it to fix a time machine, and tells Future Trunks to start supergluing the Mafuba jar back together. The episode ends there, and that's it. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy the episode? And what all we learned? Did you find anything funny like I did? Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Also check out my official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages linked down below per usual. Thank you, and have a great day, guys and girls. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.